Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name's Dinosaurus and welcome to our first speed build in quite some time. For those who don't know me, hi, I'm Dana. I'm a Sims player. I also play a lot of other simulation games like Planet Zoo, Surviving Mars and other things like that, Minecraft, you know, the drill. I have been notably absent from YouTube for the past like nearly a year now, and I just want to come out and say that if you weren't up to date with my situation with Twitch and my internet, that has now all been resolved. So for those who are unaware, I was having some trouble with my internet after I moved, and so things like Twitch and YouTube did have to go on the back burner, and YouTube more so because it was really difficult for me to upload YouTube videos. It would sometimes take days, if not like hours and hours and hours and hours to upload a video. So in the end I decided to just not because it was really disheartening, and at the time I was not in a good headspace, so that's why I've been a bit AWOL, a bit missing in action, so to speak. But I now have sorts of my internet woes, and so we are back here making content, hopefully. I do work full-time, so it will be a bit of a balancing act. It might not be regular, but I will be posting on this YouTube channel as often as I can. So without further ado, I should probably talk a little bit about the build we are doing today. So I'm not the best builder, particularly because I'm not using CC in this build. I do love a bit of CC, and I decided that actually I wanted more people to be able to enjoy this, so it is a CC free build. When you look for it on the gallery, you will have to make sure the CC tag is ticked, because I do have better build by installed and things like that. So, but otherwise there is no CC. I made sure of that. So we are building kind of like a old wooden shack, like very much inspired by like Forks, Washington, which this world from the new Werewolves pack definitely gives me those vibes. And you know, yeah, so Forks, Washington vibes, and like Midnight Mass. I started watching Midnight Mass, and oh my god, I love it, but I also hate it because there are some really the scenes that are really difficult to watch. So I will, yeah, so this is the kind of idea I ran with. I was hoping to have more character in it, but it's really difficult to add character to a starter build, and I didn't want it. I was really determined to actually make this a starter house and not just, it's almost a starter house, but it's not. So it is under 20k. You do have, I don't limit myself in packs. I do use a lot of packs in this build, and you know what, that's fine. If you do download this build and you don't have all the packs, it will just replace stuff. So it's no like real biggie, particularly because it is a starter build, and I know when I download a starter build off the gallery, I usually just download it and move my Sims in without it furnished and refurnish it myself, because as I said, I'm not, depending on the Sim I'm playing, I'm not a big starter house fan. So yeah, I am trying to do this sort of like roof, sort of little attic space, which was inspired by a picture I found on Google of a house in Washington Forks, and I think I was quite successful. They are really, really hard to do because how the roofing works in the Sims game and things like that. So I'm just working on the interior now. I try keeping this under 20k was so difficult. I really love to clutter things. Like anyone who knows me will know, if I move my Sim into a place, if they have any money left over, it's going on clutter. Ideally curtains, but alas, I could only afford 2 curtains in this game, in this build. So I'm trying to add some character with the wallpaper. So my idea was that maybe the Sim who lived here before was like an older person, or had lived here a long time, and so it's kind of a little bit run down. You know, the wallpapers aren't up to date. It's not modern. It's definitely more like cozy, like grandma chic kind of vibe, if that makes any sense. And that's the kind of vibe I run with. I changed that bed in a minute for the one from Cottage Living. Doing the bathrooms was difficult because this is ideally where, by the way, you just saw it been and gone. I really love that new flooring we got with this werewolf pack. It's great. I can't wait to do. I'm kind of really itching to do some build, like maybe post-apocalyptic builds with a lot of the stuff that we have in this pack. Like it's really grungy and grey, and I definitely recommend even if you're not an occult player, just buying this pack purely because of the build buy content. It's not a lot, but it's enough and it's good quality, and it goes with other things, so that's great as well. Like it'll work really well with, I feel like, Strangerville stuff and like eco living and things like that. So yeah, you saw me a minute ago trying to add curtains, bless my little soul. It didn't happen, and in a moment you're going to see me, I'm going to put that toilet in a different part of the house, because in like older buildings, a lot of the time the toilet would be in a completely different room because of hygiene reasons. Sometimes it would be outside, but I didn't want to do that in this house, so but that would have been a good idea, but it's a quite small lot, you know. It's not the biggest lot, and I'm just adding those amazing chairs we got with the new game pack. And you see me add a washing machine there. Now, I will preface this and say not a lot of what you see, but you might find when you download this from the gallery, it is a little bit different. There might be things missing. Like I know I add a vacuum a little bit later on, and it doesn't make the final cut, and that's purely because my game crashed like I didn't save, and so I lost about 5, 10, half an hour. I lost a lot of work, okay? So I had to rebuild it all. So that's why in the pictures and when you download it from the gallery, things might be a little bit different, but that is the way it is. So I'm just trying to decorate the front area, which when you download it is pretty plain when you see it. And this living room, I thought about adding a fireplace, but it didn't really work, so I added those windows back, and I was really trying to figure out, and I thought what to do in this living room. I thought maybe an armchair, and then I end up changing the bookcase for this one from Pets, and then I finally settled on this armchair and this like side lamp from the new pack, and I really like it. It's kind of like, I definitely just didn't find this lamp head cover thingy in the bin, and oh my god, these decals I am obsessed with. You'll see I just go a bit crate ham with them this time, but and I do change up the wallpaper here because I was like, it's a bit bland, it's a bit dull, and I think it looks a lot better. And as I was saying, the decals, I do go a bit over the top, but you'll find that when you download this house that there are not as many, and it is a little bit more organized, but in a chaotic way where I put these. There's not as many wall decals, basically, is what I'm saying, because yeah, it just I actually prefer it afterwards. So anyway, I'm trying to do the upstairs and make it look a little bit like worn down and run down. I really wish they'd give us more like grungy wallpapers. Like I would just take a whole pack. Oh, and this is the part I start to get really disheartened. Like I could probably handle not being able to put curtains in my build, but this rocking chair, I really wanted to put the rocking chair outside, but alas, it was taking me over the limit, and so I ended up settling on this chair from the new kids kit we got recently, the outdoor kids kit, or whatever it's called, and I think that actually looks kind of cute. In the end, I do change the colour, but you don't see it on camera because, again, my game crashed. Anyway, I'm just doing the last touches to this build, so in a moment you'll be able to see the screenshots and the final, well, somewhat final outcome. I hope you all really enjoyed this video. Please do, if you're not subscribed or already, please hit that subscribe button. Also, click the like and leave me a comment down below what you'd like to see next. My name's Dinosaurus, and thank you all for watching. Bye bye!